So with YouTube, we're having a blessed day. Happy man, what is the day? Sunday? Man, these days passing by. Hope you're having a great day. I'm at work. It's a dusty day in Texas. It is 96 degrees. It was 104 yesterday. But hope you're having a blessed day. Who are you becoming? I just put a video out today. Who are you becoming in the process? Because I've seen the process turn people into hateful people, mean, snapping on people, can't take no pressure. Like I always say, you will never know what type of day I'm having. Never, man. You would never know what type of day I'm having. Because why? I'm gonna be the same every time, bro. Every time. You'll never hear me say, "Oh, I'm having a bad day." Nah, y'all never say that. I never say that. But some people wear their day on their sleeve, and those type of people I hate to be around. But I give room for grace and mercy, right? When people feel like they can say, "Oh, I'm having a bad day," man, they just want attention. That's the way I look at it. That's the reason why I don't wear my day on my sleeve. You know, I was in the store yesterday, man, and there was this dude, and he just always mad because I go to this. It's a store right by this location, and I get gas, get some coffee, small things like that. And it's like I said, it's close to location, so I always stop. And he always got an attitude, bro. Always got an attitude, like, bro. I just asked him, like, what's wrong with you, man? Like every day I come in here, it's like you always mad, bro. Well, what you mean, huh? Well, man, don't even worry about it, bro. Pay for my stuff. Have a good day, man. Like, bro, like people wear their day on their sleeve, and I hate that, dog. But as a person that appreciate life, pro life, like, man, you woke up this morning. Like, God is not through with you. You have so many things to get done. Now, what you choose to do, if you choose to work at a gas station forever, that's up to you. You know what I mean? But be happy doing it though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people be mad at you or mad at the world because they chose their career path, or they chose not to go to school, or they chose not to further their education. And I'm not talking about schooling. I'm talking about life education. You know, um, and they mad. They're mad at the world. So when you come across them, they got different vibes. They got different stories, man. Like, bro, like it's no excuse, man. I'm sorry. Like, if you want me to pity for you or some type of excuse out of me, bro, I'm not that person, man. And my wife hate this. I mean, she don't hate it, but she don't like this side of me because she always say, "Oh, you ought to care more." I do care, and that's the reason why I'm not gonna take any pity because I care. I care. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, it's okay, you can take a day off," or which you can, but you're not finna hear that from me. I'm not finna co-sign that. I'm not about to co-sign that. So if anybody want pity out of me, you're not getting it out of me. You know, and because people, this is the way I look at it. People has came from worse. People came from being molested or being coming from a father that was drunk and beating on them, or coming from tough situations, and man, me and my wife was talking about this yesterday, man. You can use that type of fuel to be better or self-pity, because either way you're gonna be depressed and sad. Just say something happened or anything like that in your childhood trauma, and you becoming an adult. Now you got to deal with that mentally, right? So either way, you're going to be sad, depressed, like until you fix it or dig deep on what it is. So Either you use that as fuel to get better or fuel for self-pity. It's either way. Because either way you're gonna be sad and depressed. And either way you can use that as fuel or you can use that as self-pity, bro. And that's why I don't have no sympathy on nobody. No, no. Because why? I don't went through my go through. Like, everything ain't peaches and cream for me. So I don't want to hear your sob story, bro. I don't. I really don't. And, I always, when I go home to Lubbock, I go to the pharmacy, pick up some stuff, and it's always this person. She always mad, bro. Oh, what's your name? Name, birth on the screen. I'm like, bro, and I just, and me as a person that, like I said, I'm pro-life. I ask them just to try to flip their day. How your day going? You having a good day? And man, it's like pouring fuel on a fire when you try to be nice, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, I don't know, man. Let's be happy today. Like, who are you becoming in the process of what you ask and pray God for? Like, who are you becoming? Are you becoming a better person? Are you becoming more upset or impatient? Because who you become in the process is more important than what you're asking God for. You know what I mean? So it's important, man. It's important to stay locked in. Like I always say that, and become the person that you want to see in the world. Become the change that you want to see in the world. So it is. I don't know, man. Life is beautiful. You got ups and downs. You got bad times, good times. But you create your own future. Period. Once you realize that no one's coming to save you, that'll light a fire under you, man. I don't care. No one's coming to save you, no matter what your story is, no matter how bad you feel or whatever. No one's coming to save you, guys. And on that tip of who you becoming in the process, / what habits are you picking up? What are you turning to? Because who you become in the process usually come from the habits that you pick up during the process. Ooh. I'm gonna say that again. Who you become in the process usually come from the habits that you pick up during the process. I'm telling you, this is crazy. This is crazy. And people always say, man, I'm stressed, so I'm gonna drink. I'm stressed, so I'm gonna smoke. I'm stressed, so I'm gonna go party. Okay, you can use that same energy because all it is energy, right? It's all energy. Just like that analogy when I said you use that same sadness and depression to feel sorry for yourself, or that same sadness and depression to become better. And in this analogy, you can use that same type of energy to go hit the gym, to go read a book, to dig into the word more, to get closer to God, to learn a new skill. Even learn a new skill can set you where you need to be. Or use that same energy to watch porn, use that same energy to drink, smoke, pick up bad habits. And that's the reason why I stopped drinking, man. I stopped drinking because I seen who I was becoming. Who I was becoming on my days off, you know what I mean? And I felt like me and my wife was kind of like arguing a little bit more when I was drinking, you know what I mean? And I don't drink all the time. I drink on my, on a day off. But it was who I was becoming in the process. So I used to drink just to have fun, but then I was like, man, I'm just drinking just because I'm bored. And that's a bad habit. And that's stealing some bad stuff, right? So who are you becoming? And what habits are you picking up while you're becoming who you need to become? A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. It's just a lack. People blame it on money. Man, I ain't got enough money. You blame it on yourself, because the opportunity has presented itself, but because you're in your comfort zone, because you don't want to go move to another city or state, or if you don't want to put the bottle down, you don't want to put the weed down, that's why you're in the position that you in. Because ain't nobody finna hire you with no making 200 grand, 100 grand, even 90, 80, 70 grand a year if you can't pass a drug test. Like, bruh, how is that anybody's fault but yours? It's your fault. You know, it's the habits. It comes from your habits. Period. That's why I don't have no pity on nobody. Because guess what? We all face them demons. That's why when I'm in the gym, I don't wear headphones. When I'm in the gym, I wanna hear all my demons. You know what I mean? Oh man, get up out of here. Oh man, you too small. Oh man, look, bro. Whatever. You know what I mean? Because the gym bring all that out of you. You gonna face yourself in that gym because why? You at your most vulnerable. You tired. You sweating. You know your heart rate is up, and your body naturally want to quit, but you got to push yourself. So that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I don't wear headphones. I want all the noise. I want all the smoke in the city. I want it all. I don't want it to block nothing out. That's part of the reason why I stopped drinking. That's why I don't do drugs. Because I don't want to numb myself. I want all them demons, bro. We all got demons. We all got things that we got to run away from. Not try to strategize around it. I'm talking about go the opposite way. Run. Run, bro. I'm telling you. But anyway, hope you're having a great day. Remember, become the person that you want to see in the world. Who you becoming in the process is more important than what you ask God for. That's all he concerned about. He don't care if you get the Rolls Royce. He want to make sure that you don't go home and harming people. He wants you to move with integrity. He wants you to move with consistency. Discipline. Control that lust, young man. Like, you gonna blow it anyway. If he give you 100 million and you can't control your lust, bro, you gonna blow it anyway. And that's why it's important for you to lock in and control your lust, man. Control that. I'm telling you, because the big dogs in the Bible lost it all because of lust, because they couldn't control that. They sinned against God because they couldn't control that. I'm telling you, that's the reason why he ain't gave it to you yet. And that's probably the reason why it's holding me back. Because I struggle with that same thing, man. It's not like I'm perfect, and I haven't mastered that. And I don't think no man will ever master it while he's on this side of the world. Because we just wired that way. Period. But you gotta lock in. You gotta control it, and you like whatever is causing your flesh to jump, because that's all it is flesh. It's energy, bro. Whatever is calling your flesh to, ooh, you know what I mean? Cut it off, even at your cell phone, Instagram, bro. All that crap on Instagram is like ridiculous, man. And it's, bro, it's getting worse. I'm telling you, man, control your lust, man. Stop drinking. Stop drinking alcohol. I'm telling you, these things, I see why, man. Now I see why. Like, it's not a sin to drink. It's not a sin to drink, but it's what your body feel, what you brave enough to do while you drink. That's usually sinning against God. Usually. Because when you drink, man, the alcohol got you like feeling a different type of way, man. Like, it's like another spirit is in you. It's crazy. It's demonic, dog. But people gotta see for themselves. Like, as a married man that looked the way he looked, got money, man, I gotta stay away from all that stuff. I do. And I realized that before I went too deep in the rabbit hole. I realized that. And you like, look, man, you gotta get away from that, because that can cause you to sin against God. And you gotta be more afraid of God than your spouse. You gotta be more afraid of God than your friend. You know what I mean? Because God said don't commit adultery. So if you just afraid of your wife, you probably can't will yourself through that. But if you fear God, and you know that he controls all things, that fear is a little bit different. See, your wife or your husband don't have control of nothing, really. Nothing. Not even their next breath. But God. So you have to fear God more than you fear the sin. You got to fear God more than you fear your wife, more than you fear your husband. So, but anyway, I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm humble, though. Like, I'm so humble. Like today, man, I went to this Mexican restaurant, and it was good. It was good. But this dude walked up to me. Well, he didn't walk up to me, but it was like a bar, and I was sitting in the back, kind of. And this is my first time at the restaurant. And he heard me. Well, I was talking to the waiter, the waitress, and she was like, "What can I get for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is my first time here, so I don't really know. I just seen it on the internet, and I just want to try it out." And the guy was like, I guess he heard me. He was like, "Oh man, can I make some suggestions?" He said, "I always come here. Can I make some suggestions?" I'm like, "Yeah, what you think?" And he said, "These type of taco Durango or something." And he was like, "Yeah, they kind of spicy, boo boo boo, blah blah blah." All right, cool. And she was like, when he turned around, and she said, "So, you know what you're gonna get?" I like, I'm gonna try what he said. So I got them, and they were great, you know. And then when I left, paid for my food, left, I said, "I thank you for, engaging in this conversation because you didn't have to say nothing, you know what I mean?" And he said, "Yeah, man, I come here all the time, boom, boom, blah, blah, blah." And then I went and paid for my food, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna pay for his food too." He don't even know I paid for it, you know what I mean? I just paid for his, paid for mine, and walked out. Just stuff like that, man. I wanna become the person and paying it forward of what I want to see in the world. Like, who am I to say, man, you should do, you know what I mean? Start giving some stuff away. Like, who am I to say that if I'm not doing it? So, yeah, pay it forward. If y'all haven't seen that movie, that's a good movie, Pay It Forward. That's an old movie, though. That's like 2005, but that's a good movie. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to get up out of here. Another work day. I got one more day after the night. I'm going home. And yeah, man, you know what's holding you back, guys. You know what's holding you back. I know what's holding me back. And I'm gonna be frank with you guys. What's holding me back is uncertainty. That's what's holding me back. I wouldn't say it's fear. It's not fear. It's just uncertainty. Like, man, But they say when you feel uncertainty or fear or some sort of pushback, they say that's when you need to jump. And the analogy, like you on the edge of the cliff, or you about to jump out of you about to skydive, about to jump out the plane, and your brain like, man, don't go. They said that's when you jump. You know you getting close to your dreams and goals when your body start giving pushback, because it's uncertain. It's in a realm of it's in a new realm that you don't know. That's like anywhere. If you move from your city, what you looking at this video from, and you move to Alaska, you like, man, what am I doing here? Your body and your mind naturally want to go back to your hometown, naturally. But if you just stay there, bro, and plant your flag and talk to people and learn the environment and learn where the hot spots are as far as work and just learn, man, you will love it. I'm telling you. Just give it a shot. Give it a real shot. And that's where I'm at. The uncertainty part. But I know in my mind that's where I have to jump, bro. This is where I have to test my parachute. And that's what I'm doing. I'm finna go for these B-locks on my business line of credit. And if they deny me, hey, so be it, bro. I'm gonna keep trying. So you ain't the only bank. Anyway, let's get it, man. Y'all be good, be blessed and not stressed. Get the money. pay your tithes. Pay your tithes. I know a lot of people don't believe in it, and I'm not finna get into it, but I'm telling you, if you don't pay your tithes, your money will wither through your hands, bro. When I say that, you don't know where your money went. But if you pay your tithes, man, I'm telling you, it's a different type of. I'm not gonna get into it, but anyway, that's enough for another video. But y'all be blessed, not stressed. Go check out my workout video I put out today. Let it inspire you, let it motivate you. Don't allow it to make you mad, but use it as fuel to get better. Use it as fuel to glow up, grow up, and swole up. That's all I come up with. But all right, y'all be good. Go check out my video. And thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.